Hey guys, so today I wanted to do something a little bit different, something smarter. This is going to be the best thing you've ever seen in your life.
Amazing science! Parallel universes.
So this is something you might not know about me, but if I hadn't got into like YouTube and got all creative and weird, my life goal was to become a nuclear scientist. I was really kind of nerdy and stuff. I used to go on like physics courses over the summer holidays and learn computer programming. But now I look at myself and realize I can't even look after like a house or myself. And I realized that maybe it's a good job I didn't get a job at the Large Hadron Collider and explode the world.
Amazing! What a good atom! I've done it! I've invented a time machine!
Oh, shit. So back when I was obsessed with this stuff, I used to read like books and magazines and Science Weekly and stuff. And there was this theory in science called parallel universes, which you might have heard of, but if you haven't, I'll quickly explain it now. Let me fetch my science glasses. They make you smarter, I promise. Huzzah! I have instantly gained a brain. I did have a brain before, just to clarify. No I didn't. Don't lie, Luke, you silly goose. You giddy goat. Oh, I am a giddy goat. Shut up. Let's get sciencey. So a lot of scientists believe that the universe, which is the thing you live in, a lot of scientists believe that the universe is infinite, which means if you go that way, or that way, or that way, not down not to my... or that way, then it would basically go on forever and you just would never stop. You just continue going into the blackness. And every day you make loads of decisions that you might not even realize you're making. On average, by the way, little fact here, I should have like a fact icon. No, I shouldn't. On average, you make 35,000 decisions a day, even if you don't realize it. Those include decisions like,
I'm gonna open the door before I walk through it. I'm gonna wear clothes.
But if you didn't make these decisions, obviously you'd end up like dead or naked. Yep, good science, Luke. Well done. Very much intellectual encyclopedia. I think I'll take the glasses off now. But in this theory that the universe is infinite, that also means there are infinite copies of the Earth and then infinite copies of you. Try not to poo yourself just yet. The infinite copies of you are making the infinitely other decisions that you didn't make. Such as...
I don't need to open the door before I walk through it. I don't need clothes, they are for hoes. I'm gonna write a hip-hop song about how I don't need clothes, cause they for hoes. Who needs clothes? Swag. Clothes are for hoes. Swag, swag. Who needs to wear things? Not me. Get out your ding-a-lings. Ding-a-ling, ding, ding-a-ling, ding. I'm gonna reassess my life.
Yes, in this theory, there is legitimately a world where I decide every day, against all of society, that I just like to go outside naked. Everything else is normal, but I'm a nudist. Oh, yeah, good. This sounds so stupid. It's a real thing, okay? I must sound so crazy, I'm sorry. There is a universe where I literally rule the world. And everyone's just fine with it. So I want to live there. Why can't I live there? This world's shit now. But the reason I love this is because you can literally think of anything and the theory says that mathematically it must exist. So there must be a universe where Hitler won World War II, invented a cloning machine, cloned himself 1 billion times, took over the world, and turned the world into a 24/7 Hitler dance party. Just loads of Hitlers dancing around the world. Maybe they're all naked. I'm gonna stop. And this basically got me thinking about another thing called the butterfly effect. And this is where things get a little bit terrifying. So hold on to your butts. There's a universe where I didn't say that, and I want to live there now. So the butterfly effect is a theory that if a butterfly flaps its wings somewhere, then it makes a hurricane somewhere else. And it basically means that your decisions and choices affect things that you can't even comprehend down the line. Like, take for example my life. When I was 15, my dad decided that we were going to move house. The place where I moved house, I went to a new school and a new church from my family who are religious. And at that church, I met someone who introduced me to another someone, and that person decided to suggest that I make a YouTube channel. And then because of me doing a YouTube channel, I made all the friends that I have now. And then because of those friends, I got good at YouTube. Arguably, I mean, I'm sure there's someone somewhere who's like, this guy's shit, but like, at least some people think I'm good. please love me. And then I made YouTube videos for like 5 years, is how long I've been doing it. And then I made this one, and you are watching it. The hundreds of thousands of people or whatever who are watching this video, their lives were literally affected by the fact my dad decided to move our house to another place. That's really horrible and terrifying. If my dad hadn't decided we were going to move house, I wouldn't have made any of the friends I now have. I would be an entirely different person. I'd be like a physicist somewhere, and I'd have different friends who now I will never know. The friends I would have had are out there somewhere doing their lives, and they have no idea about the life that I could have had with them. I would have had a different girlfriend, and eventually a different wife, and we would have had different children, and now those children will never exist. I basically killed children. Like, those children would now be alive, having life. Well, not now. I'm only 20. I'm not having children yet. But those children would eventually be alive and having lives and have friends, and they'd make children, and now those children won't exist. I'm killing so many children. Say your parents, sorry to bring this up, say your parents had done the humpy hump like a day later, or like a minute later, or from a different angle. Okay, calm down. You wouldn't exist. You'd be a different person, and I wouldn't exist. I suppose the reason I like this parallel universe theory so much is because it means that even if I didn't end up being that physicsy, computery guy who I could have become, he's still out there somewhere, and just because I made a decision to do this thing, which I really love and it's really cool and I have a really cool time with it, and lots of people like me now. I didn't have a lot of friends back then, so that's nice. That doesn't mean that other me, who didn't do any of these things, is any less happy. He's probably very happy. And I like the idea that somewhere he exists and has those children, and that means I didn't, like, murder those children with my decisions. It's a nice sort of theory. I sound so crazy. Somebody lock me up. Say you have a dream to achieve something, and for whatever reason you don't achieve that dream. Another version of you somewhere is living that dream that you wanted to live. But don't let that happen. Fuck them. You're you. Make it for yourself. But it's nice because it drives me to work as hard as I can, because I want to be a filmmaker. I want to make a film one day, and it drives me to do that because it's like, well, if I don't do it, another me's gonna do it. Fuck that guy. I want to do it. I hate him. He's a penis. It was so deep, and then I mentioned penises. And parent sex, and angles, sex angles. Oh, good God. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's important to always strive to achieve the dreams that you have, however ridiculous they are. I mean, one time, my only dream was that I wouldn't get bullied every day, and that happened. And then when I started YouTube, my dream was that I'd get some YouTube viewers, and that happened. You're here. Hello. Thank you for making one of my dreams come true. So it's important to always strive to achieve the dreams that you want to achieve, because if you don't, then somebody else will, and even if that someone is another version of you, don't let it happen. It's you, your life. You make your life good. That's parallel universes. I started this video out thinking it was going to be a joke, and somehow it got really deep and meaningful, and I'm real sad, and I'm going to have to calm myself down. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel, please. I like when you do that, because then you come back and it's good and I get to share more things with you. If you don't subscribe to my channel, there's a universe somewhere where you did. So but don't do that. Don't be that guy. Frickin' click the button, you shit. There's probably a parallel universe somewhere where I made this video, like, without fucking up and constantly talking about dicks and swearing. But then there's probably one where I didn't make it at all. So that's good. And one where I didn't even bother to finish it.